Here we are, back together again. It's time to talk about the issues at hand. You say what you say, just say what you feel. It's the door.
And regular conversations with regular people. There's no experts here. So everybody's opinion is validated. Okay?
It's an open conversation.
And we're back from commercial break. This conversation is really heating up. We're talking about men and relationships. And just before we went to commercial break, we were talking to you, right, Kevin?
Yeah, I made a comment that being a gentleman is not something that I see fit for a woman to like. Being a gentleman is what I like being. So when I like being that, I project that. I make it my business to make sure that she sees that first and foremost. So class is part of being a gentleman. Keeping yourself together, presentable, the way that you speak, the way that you enunciate your words, the way that you look at her, the way that you carry yourself with her and without her. She should already know, point blank, this may be a keeper.
All right, but let me ask you this now. You are presenting yourself as a gentleman, okay? Now, let's play devil advocate here. You and this young gentleman here, let's just say you're the same age and you're going after the same woman. You're being a gentleman, he's coming to her like a thug. Which one do you think she's going to go for?
The thug.
The thug.
And here, and you know,
But to my point, that's not the one for me.
you didn't need it.
Yep.
You understand?
Okay.
To my point, that's not the one for me. If that's what she chooses, see, when you gravitate into this relationship, quote unquote, this whole thing about being with someone, you have to look at it as though everything ain't for everybody.
True.
Yeah.
So regardless of how physically attractive she may be, in between the ears, she could be the mark of a skull and crossbones.
Let me ask you this, because earlier I said, some men usually have like the 3 different women. Do you think that women have different men for different things?
Absolutely.
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 Of course, without a doubt.
And being a woman, I'm not first in front like we
One
do.
all mine and one man. I don't have the time or the energy. I'm too old for that now.
And we got that.
I read something
Dick in the
online.
glass case.
I-
Break the case.
and
of
everybody
I'm
murder.
about to say that. I read something online.
In case of emergency, break glass.
When you hear this?
I read something online 2 days ago that said that a woman may not be cheating, but she's damn sure staying in contact with your replacement.
Oh, and that's the
Believe
truth. That is the
What
truth.
was it that you said?
Most women have a dick in a glass case. Break in case of emergency.
That's right. Because she's gonna stay in contact with your replacement. So when you act up, she got plan B going on. But also, I'm a firm believer that when you meet a woman
So you think all women are like that?
that have that communicate with another
It's
man.
gonna keep bobbing his head like a bobblehead.
Yes, I think so.
Yes, I
When a
believe
girl
that.
got a lock on their phone, that means there's something in there that she don't want to get out. If you can just sit your phone down and walk away, there's no lock on there, it's cool. But if you got to go through the code and hit it to the
Turn it
side
face
and all
down.
that,
Face down.
then
That's
somebody
that's
coming
cheating.
through there. Somebody coming
Face
through there.
down. That's cheating.
You
Face
gotta go
up,
sleep
baby,
and
I'm
take
good.
the rest time
I'm glad you said that.
It's a problem.
Because normally it's submitted to that.
Yes.
I think 2
People
things.
do that.
One,
Yeah.
I think when you first meet a woman, she already has in her mind what she's going to allow you to do and what she's not going to allow you to do.
I agree.
I don't think it's up to the man. And a lot of times we put that blame back on the man and say that, men are dogs and men are this and men are that and men cheat. But when you meet that woman, she already know in her mind if she's going to sleep with you or not.
Right.
It really doesn't matter
True.
whether you take her out or if you don't take her out.
Yep.
She's going to say, you know what? If he's a gentleman, I'm going to sleep with him. If he's a thug, I'm going to sleep with him. If he's none of them and I'm horny tonight, I'm going to sleep with him. So a woman makes that determination and decision immediately at the first interaction of talking to a man. She knows what she wants. She knows the mood she's in. She knows if she's going to take this serious, a jump off, a relationship, a husband. She makes that decision, and all we do is file suit. But as far as your question, do I think all women have that man on the side? I wouldn't per se say as a side that they go see this guy every day and go to dinner.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
but they do have a male that they communicate with. I believe that. Whether if it's just for mental support, whether if it's physical support, or whether it's somebody they truly say is a friend. They have that male
Is
attribute.
there such
of an
thing
assistant.
as a girl having a man as just a friend, as you say?
Yes, I believe that.
Yes.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
Sooner or
have
later,
a
no.
couple male best friends that
Because after a while, if this best friend is so much of a best friend, if he's an attractive guy, and y'all are really good friends, after a while, if you're not really good friends with your boyfriend or whatever, sooner or later, you're gonna start to gravitate towards this guy.
But this has been a friend of mine though for 20 plus years.
Has he ever tried to
No.
come at you?
No, we
Has he ever tried?
one. He has not tried. No,
He never tried?
no.
Is he gay?
We
Yes,
no.
I'm-
But
See, a lot of men,
see,
right?
I don't believe all men. I'm
I
not
don't
a woman that feel like I come into a room and like, oh, they all want to hit. No, I don't think like that. Our relationship is. I mean, he knows my secrets and everything. My boyfriend knows him. Like, there's just never, and he's been around long before my boyfriend's been around. You know, you and I are good friends. We've had conversations.
It's too much.
Don't nobody want It's never like
we
that.
are.
But we're good friends. We've had conversations about relationships
Yes, we have.
or I'm upset about something or or business.
What do you
And
write?
it's never like
No.
I just never had that thought about him because I believe a man and woman can be friends. He may not be, I like him fluffy.
Oh,
So
get it.
I do like him fluffy.
Now,
I ain't mad at you.
let's suppose he was, you say fluffy.
He's
And he-
slim.
Right, but just suppose that your friend, that's your best friend that you're saying is fluffy, you know what I'm saying, the kind of guy that you like, and you telling him all your business and your feelings and everything, and after a while, because your boyfriend is always going to do something that you don't like, and women going to start
We're
to
actually
And then
friends
when he
though.
do something wrong,
But
right,
we
right.
know.
You're
But
going to
see,
be
But y'all are thinking in that mentality, first of all, I know myself. And a lot of women don't know themselves. They say they do, and they miss independence, and they this and they that. But for real, you don't really know yourself. I spend time learning myself. I've never jumped from relationship to relationship. That has been my friend for 20 plus years. If ain't nothing happened by now, there ain't nothing going to
Is he
happen. I
fluffy?
promise you that.
Is he
He
fluffy?
actually is fluffy.
Oh, okay.
But see,
But me and my boyfriend had known
Is
each
your
other
boyfriend
for
fluffy? If your boyfriend's skinny, and you say you like fluffy, sooner or later, under the right circumstances,
I love you.
Yes.
a lot of people think that a shoulder to cry on becomes a penis to ride on.
yes.
It's not always the
No.
case.
It's not always
It's
the
not
case.
always
And I totally believe that depending on the craft and the business that you're in, you're going to have female counterparts.
Yes.
And it doesn't mean that every pretty face and nice, booty, you got the tag.
But if you keep putting yourself in situations where you're around those nice women and, as you say, booty to tap, sooner or later, temptation is going to overtake this.
But I think that's where you go back
If you're human,
remember
the
your
picture
mentality and your maturity level. Like Cass said, like you
It's a choice.
I'm not.
So you saying everybody on this panel has never cheated one time?
Oh,
All these-
I have.
Right?
I put my hand up.
Therefore, if you did it then, there's a great chance, I ain't saying you would, because, a lot of people,
In this
there's a great
relationship, I'm
chance that it could happen
satisfied.
again.
In
No,
this
no, no,
relationship-
So you
no,
believe
no.
once a cheater's always a cheater.
No.
Under the right circumstances.
So
it can
women-
happen
No,
again.
see, temptation is always going to
Temptation
pop up, but I think that's where
No,
it's
not me,
separate.
not me.
But I think
Women.
that's where you get the separation from the men and the boys and the
There
girls
you go.
versus the women.
But you
Because
said-
temptation always come up. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
there.
Like,
Yeah.
You and your wife are friends.
You gotta be willing
Yes,
to.
together for a long time.
Yes, we have.
I perform every day in front of 400 people. I just did a show last night, 400 people.
And majority of the people are women.
Temptation.
Yes.
Was you tempted
Yes.
with that?
Very tempted, but I'm not gonna. Shut up. It's 400 women. Bad
Are
women.
you single?
No.
What
What time is it? What time is it? What I'm saying is,
You can't even hang with
Listen, what I'm saying is,
Are you?
the temptation,
I'm just
all these
mad
women,
at that point.
he'll answer that question.
He plead the Fifth Amendment.
You as a man, not a lawyer, boo.
But the temptation with all these women is there. But if I put myself in a situation where I go out to the car and start talking to somebody, if you don't put
You
yourself,
didn't go to the hotel, to the car.
actually, I'm not going to put myself in a situation where the temptation can overtake.
But as a
I don't care. You're a
man,
human being.
no.
I don't care. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, as a man, preacher."
I agree,
Cheat.
but no,
Thank
you
you.
don't put yourself in a
President's
situation.
cheat.
So I totally
There's no
get
such
that.
thing of as a man.
Okay,
I know.
Not going to do it.
Bill
No.
Clinton was one of my favorite presidents, and I did not have
Right.
sexual relations with that woman. That was one of my favorite statements ever. I did not have sexual relations with that
She
woman,
just-
clearly.
and-
So I agree with you 100%, especially around the temptation and putting yourself in a situation to be tempted. But sometimes temptation comes to you.
Yeah.
So what if it's the reverse side? You just unloading your stuff after the show,
You
whatever.
can't say unloading it.
You might have well, wait, you walk into the car and one of the young ladies happen to find you very attractive. So she then meets you at your car.
Right.
Now, I don't know if it is, that's not my business, but you have a woman that you're obligated to, that you're committed to, waiting for you.
This is all true.
That's an opportunity for you as an adult to say, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, but I'm good.
Leave it
I'm
in the
married,
True.
whatever, and send her on her way. I think the mistake is made when it's that
You
flattery
fall
gets you,
victim.
and then it's like, oh, thank
Ego.
you, and how you
Ego.
doing? And yeah,
Stroking
it
the
should
ego.
be about
Don't
your
fall
ego.
victim.
Yeah.
See,
You know,
and you know what?
That seduction.
I
Y'all
believe
like the way I
that
said that?
as a professional, I have the ability to turn, no's into yeses and yeses into no's.
I thought you was gonna say a whole into a house.
And I have the ability
share that
to
secret.
be faithful in a room full of hoes.
I know
Because
that's
I believe that at the end of the day, it's not about that 45-minute to hour session I'm gonna have with you, because you may be a headache. When I know that,
15 minutes.
not me, 45 minutes to hour session.
Oh,
my God.
You may be a headache. Being as though, why should I have to deal with somebody who I have no type of connection with,
Exactly.
only just to get it wet? Like, no, I'm not. That's not good enough for me. Because
So
I got higher
we were
standards.
talking
I think we're
about,
trying to
okay,
clear up the first segment. That's what you're trying to do.
I like, look, trust me, never, ever, 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 okay?
You trying to clear something up, I got it.
Let's move on.
Well,
But going back to me and my boy, we've known each other 4 years. It took us 2 years before we even had sex, and that's the honest to God truth.
Wow.
Same woman that I ain't got time for that.
I just want to get down.
Hey, Kat, I'm talking with you, don't feel
So,
bad.
no, it was 2 years.
But do you think he was faithful for those 2 years?
I don't question, I don't think about it. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about if he was faithful or not.
No,
I know his
about now anyway.
character. No, I know his character. I know what kind of guy he is. I know what our communication
Man
is.
can't go
But
to
at that time, he might can. I don't care though. Whether he did or didn't,
Right.
it did not matter to me.
You kind of quiet on that
You
subject.
know, so.
oh,
He like this with his hand on
You
his
kind of
face.
quiet.
because I have a question.
But
Oh, okay.
But you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's my mindset. I wanted to be in a relationship. I was not, my choice was to be celibate, and that's what I was. Now, if you came in my life and you couldn't roll with that, oh well. You know what I mean?
I love to be with a woman that ain't had sex in 2 years. That is a good relationship right there.
You know what?
Don't go there, young fella. Don't go there. You don't want to do that.
Let me ask you this question.
I'm just saying, it could be a reason why. Like, you
Cause she can be crazy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yes.
Kevin said earlier that you choose to cheat. So let me ask the guys here, and maybe even the females. You're in a relationship, you're married, and your partner decides that they just want to withhold sex.
Oh.
For 2 years?
For a year or for 2 years.
A year.
So,
But they're married.
so do you go out and you find it elsewhere, or do you
No.
leave that
If
relationship?
I'm withholding
A
sex,
man, you asking a man?
Yes.
either one of them.
A man cannot go 2 years
without having sex.
Kev is choosing to be celibate now.
Is it
He
2 years,
said
Kev?
No, you know.
It's not been at all. But you haven't been at all. I'm still viable.
I think that first it starts with communication.
Mm-hmm.
And if you communicating with your other, your significant other, and their reason for holding back. I mean, if you guys are fasting, that's one thing because that's something that you're doing to keep your unity there. But if it's just a punishment, oh, absolutely not. Because as
your
a
body no longer
wife,
becomes your own when you're married.
and now that, but as a
If you
wife,
hit us with that's your wife's duties.
if you have a wife, that's her due diligence
Yes.
to sexually satisfy you
Yes.
by all means
She
necessary.
better be the
to any
nastiest
degree.
freak you see how to be in the bedroom.
Now, if you're in a relationship and you're not married, then if you want to hold out, then I got to move on.
No, but I'm saying you're married.
If you're married,
You're married.
if you're married, then she's not living up to her obligations.
Right.
What she said I do.
Yes.
So at that point, we either need some
So she
counseling,
gotta be
or
willing
we
to
or we need to sit down and work it out.
twist,
Because find out
do
you
whatever
hold back,
to
then
satisfy
you're
her
forcing.
No, because
Okay,
here's the end all for all that. If you ask me, you want to keep it to yourself and hold a trim for ransom. You know what I mean? You can do that.
He said,
How much money you want?
You know what I mean? Because it's for all who don't think that they not paying for it, you're paying for it. You paying a mortgage, you paying a car note, you paying insurance, hair,
And that may be dating.
And that's why there's no need to date anymore. Because men are tired of paying for it. We don't have to take you out anymore. You don't have to buy drinks.
Because getting just what a man is getting.
Because
all this.
Because you know what? Because this
Just what we get.
No.
This is no way to hold it.
It's all
This thing that came up, that raised its head in our culture and dating all of a sudden over the last 20-something years, a woman don't need a man. That thing is prevalent. It is so big and it's so hard. And you listen to so many women and you listen to so many guys tell that story. Michael Baisden, Oprah, all the rest of them, they all tell women don't need men because they're educated. Women, because they're educated. They have the job.
they still thirsty
go.
for that man.
Wait, hold on.
You saying it's not even? You saying
what I'm saying is that attitude has permeated itself so much that now relationships are just what you just said. Why the hell do I need them? And women think that. Why do I need a relationship? I got my job, I got my car, I got my house, I read my own books, I don't need him to tell me.
A woman that sits there and tells that lie, I don't need a man.
Well, whether it's a lie or not, they live in it.
It's not about needing a man.
They not. They living it with their cats and their fish.
Hey,
and they girlfriends
But
were just
see,
as miserable.
my question was you said cheating is a choice.
it is a choice.
It is a
But
choice.
no, hold on. But if you're in that relationship, and as you said, the trim is being held for ransom, okay, and it's a year or so, and you go out and do something else, was your choice to go cheat, or you cheated because of the circumstance?
That's your choice because your
All right,
circumstances.
hold that thought. We gonna go to commercial and come back.
Hi, I'm Marvin Lane with Remax Affiliates Northeast Philly. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, I would love to be the man to represent you. We have programs that are suited for each and every one of your needs. If you're a previous homeowner or a first-time home buyer. So remember, one call does it all. You can reach me at 267-546-8888 or look me up on the web at www.marvinlane.com where you can search for a home, find out how much the house will cost you, and a few other things. You can take advantage of our mortgage calculator, which will help and assist you at figuring out your mortgage payment as well. Just remember, one call does it all. That's Marvin, the fast lane to home ownership. 267-546-8888. I look forward to hearing from you soon.
Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Kenny Nelson, aka Kenny Spoon. Yeah, I'm still doing that music thing. But when I'm not doing music, I tune into Sador's Open Conversation. That's right, www.sador.com. www.sadior.com. Yeah, there's something there for everybody, and everybody can participate. It's worldwide, inquisitive, funny, and full of love for everyone. So check it out. www.sador.com. All right? All right. Peace.
Baby, you are the one, my only angel. When I'm alone, your name just rings a bell. You made me wanna leave it, seek it, wherever you are, yeah. 'Cause I'm in love with you, girl. You the key to my heart. Girl, you are the one I've been looking for.
And we're back, and we were talking to Kev about, is it a choice for one to cheat if the trim is being held for ransom, or is it the circumstances?
Trim is aka sex.
Wow.
Oh, kick it.
Let me try and explain this.
Well,
What I'm saying is,
Hurry up.
it is a choice, and your circumstances will dictate whether it's a choice, whether you cheat or not. And I firmly believe that if it's going to a point where there is no communication, the communication level is broke down to a point where one party does not see the other party's feelings or emotions about the subject, then you know what? In a marriage, it's time to go your own separate ways. Because I'm not going to sit here and try and play mind games with myself as well as you, just to satisfy some type of physical nature that's inherent. We're human. And why should I be put on hold like that? Because for whatever mental reason you don't want to address. Now, if it's something that counseling or we seek out some type of psychotherapy that could help us get past that, then fine. Because we all know sex between married people, it needs to be more than just a physical act. It needs to be an emotional and mental capacity that's both joined at the hips, so to speak. So
I agree. It is a choice. I don't. If you're in that situation and she's withholding the trim, the vajayjay, the Kit Kat, whatever.
The icebox.
I don't think it should.
It is an icebox. But
you want it to be kind of hot.
Now she holding it.
if she got an icebox.
Just because it ain't getting used, don't mean it ain't hot.
If she is withholding, it's not okay. It's not okay for a woman to do that. First of all, without communicating I'm a communicator. I can't hold it. It's gonna come out. You just gonna know. Never mind all that withholding stuff. But not every person is like that. I understand that. But to withhold it from your husband, we're not talking just your boyfriend or whatever. But your husband. I don't know. That's just immature and stupid to me.
Right.
But
can you blame him for cheating if you hold back?
Exactly. This is immature.
But
if he's not, it's not okay for him to make a conscious decision. Oh, she's withholding it. I'm just gonna go cheat. If he's not gonna find out, look, what's going on? I know this, blah blah blah. If she don't, then it's time to either split or. It's work it out or split. I'm a black and white person sometimes. Work it out or go your separate way.
I was told a while ago by a coworker that you know that it's a poor rat that doesn't have more than one hole to crawl into. All right. That being said, it's also a reason of being selfless or selfish. How can someone stay in a relationship and supposedly, quote unquote, love you and actually do something physically and do it on purpose and emotionally
That's not love.
to rob you,
That's not
to
love.
take away something from you that you hold so dear, meaning yourself? You're my partner. You're the woman that I expect to do this with. When they throw dirt over top of me, I expect to be on top of you.
You still want me to get laid when you got dirt on top of you?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
You're not
what
understanding.
kind of dying y'all doing?
You're not understanding.
I got you. I got
Right.
you.
So when it's over, when I'm dead and gone, right? I expect it, or when we both dead and gone, I expect them to be putting dirt over top of me, over top of you, or vice versa. Right? So to hold that back from somebody, to actually try and live in the same house and live in this and live in the same circle, that's cruel and unusual punishment.
My next question, and to move away from the sex part about it, because relationships are so much more. But what do you guys feel like? How important is communication in your relationships or a relationship?
Yeah, you have to have. If you're not communicating, you're not in a relationship. You're in an understanding.
Give me your definition of communication.
Communication is daily conversation, whether if it's bad, good, or whatever. You have to have daily dialogue with your significant other to get through problems, business, satisfaction, and raising children. You have to communicate. And if you don't do that, you don't have a relationship. You just have an understanding.
Is it okay for you not to communicate something? Say like, I'm out, me and Nafisa, we went out to dinner, we went to, have a happy hour or whatever, a guy does something funny or hitting on me, something, and then I'm a person, I'm real open, so I'll come on and be like, yeah, this whack dude came up to me and was like, that's just how I am. My boyfriend, he knows that, he doesn't get jealous or mad over stuff like that. I don't really go out like that, but if I did, he wouldn't get mad. A lot of guys be like, don't be coming home, you know what I mean?
You gotta know your partner. You have to know what your partner is going to accept when it comes to communication.
But my question is it okay to keep some things from your mate?
No, because first of all, if you're the only person that finds your mate attractive, then you got a problem. Some people, there's something going on in this relationship. There's something wrong with the relationship. You're the only person that finds your mate attractive, and that's the way you think it should go. Then there's a problem. There's more than just don't tell me. That's somebody just being rude and disrespectful to you as a person. That's
One thing you have to do is be able to, like, I answer my phone if she calls, no matter if I'm filming a movie or whatever. I'm like, hold it. I gotta call. I'll be on stage sometime and I'll answer my phone because I'm showing. You have to show that you're trustworthy. Once you start establishing that, then your relationship becomes, good. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, you call me and I wouldn't answer the phone for hours and then call back like, oh, you know what I mean? But if you establish that, that is real,
honor and integrity,
then your relationship grows.
What do you think about communication?
Going back to what you were saying, I think some things are better left unsaid. Honestly,
Give me an
I
example.
bet you do.
What's an example?
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that oh babe, you look real ugly today. You know what I'm saying? Like it's some. That's just me. Some things are better left unsaid. Now, as far as talking on a daily day basis, babe, how was your day? How are you doing today? That's fine, but
So if your woman walked out the house looking a hot mess, you would leave me out there to the world looking a hot mess.
I'm not necessarily going to let you go out there looking a hot mess.
But
at the same time, I'm going to tell you look good to me.
Okay.
So
you're going to choose your words wisely.
Right.
I got you.
Right.
Okay.
So some things.
All right, young blood. I got you. Yeah.
It goes by how you say it.
Yes to me.
Right.
I don't know what anybody else think about you, but you look good to me.
Right.
That's giving me a hint that it
So,
right.
I take it you're single.
No.
Okay, so you have a relationship, you've been in a while.
Mm-hmm.
What's a while?
That's
15
one
minutes?
phase of pure honesty.
Oh, okay.
No, I appreciate it.
He didn't hesitate. No, I'm not single. and he's a younger
Unlike-
generation. And he's a younger
Unlike
generation.
this one.
Well,
He still ain't answer my question.
He's a comedian, so sometimes it's a little confusing what character he's in.
I'm not-
You know what I mean?
I need to talk to him. This is PR unreal.
So
This is
what's
PR
your
one.
take?
Communication is absolutely key for me. I mean, it's a must. Like, I'm not going to have a relationship without it. So, I mean, it's everything.
Is your mate your best friend?
Yeah.
Not your best friend, the first person that you would call and tell somebody's business and tell what's going on, or your
Yeah.
girlfriend, or
Yeah.
this chunky guy that you was talking about, fluffy
Sure.
guy, this fluffy guy. Do you call him first, or do you
Chunky.
call
No,
your?
he knows. He's, yeah.
Cause she don't even call us no more.
Oh my God. Woo, get the hell
I'm
over
just
it.
saying, cause you booed up
Not-
there.
I was waiting for it. Hold up. I was waiting for it.
I think they need some of that therapy you was talking
Taking
about.
some of that
Yeah, I think
therapy,
they
is
need
that
some
what
of
it
that.
is? Okay, that's just.
I need couples therapy. Yes, too.
I agree with Cal. Well, all of you all, actually, 100%. I just think communication is so key, and Malcolm, I like how you tied in the trust piece. Trust is a huge factor to me. I'm the type of woman where I've learned so much in learning myself as I've grown up over the years that I've learned to separate my heart from my mind. You know what I'm saying? Because I recognize that my heart will pull me one way, which isn't always the best way for me.
High five, girl.
But my mind will keep me steadfast on the track that I need to be on. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, I need a partner where I could be able to say that to him. I need to be able to say him, my heart, babe, is telling me this, but my mind is telling me this. Yes, I need to be able to say it.
There you go.
I need to be able to say to my partner that I'm pissed with you because what you did early, it messed me up, but I'm horny right now. I need you to satisfy this need, and we'll deal with that other one in the morning.
It's
You
way
know,
worse than that, honestly.
I need to be able to say that to my partner.
That's right.
When I think of communication, I think of an individual that I could say to him that some guy came up to me and approached me, that we could be out in the street and some guy come up to me and approach me, but he is so secure because I'm so honest with him. And when he called me, I'm always answering the phone or whatever's going on in the background. He knows what's going on in the background. He knows that I'm not up to no good, that there's no deceit to ever pop up in his mind. Like that's communication. It eliminates the opportunity. See, I'm not even about to go there, but I'm gonna say it real fast. The Bible talks about giving the devil a toehold, and when you allow communication to diminish in your relationship, that's when you give the devil a toehold in your relationship. And so you got to be able to say the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, and be able to take it. And to those women who say they want the truth, honey, let me tell you something. Don't walk in them shoes if you can't really walk in them shoes.
Well, go back to what Calvin said. You gotta know who you with. You gotta know your partner. It's plain and simple.
Can't talk about it and not be
What
about
you got,
it.
Tony?
Well, what I got is communication is real important. No one wants to be in a relationship where they're talking to themselves. Okay, and what I mean by that is, you know, you come home and you're speaking to your mate or whatever, and they're giving you one-word answers or no answer at all. Or, they're paying attention to the cell phone, the TV, or whatever. That's talking to yourself. You know, you're laying in bed and you're patting and feeling and you're not getting no response. You're talking to yourself. You're in that relationship by yourself because you're not getting any response from your mate. No one wants that.
But then she got a fluffy guy that's a good friend.
And next thing you know, she booed up.
The
with
fluffy,
him.
hey,
I'm
fluffy.
just saying.
Fluffy.
But anyway,
Fluffy,
10 minutes of my life. Let's move on.
this has been a really interesting conversation, and I thank everyone for coming out and being a part of this today.
Yes, this was
I want to
good.
thank RHD, Resource for Human Development, for having us here in this lovely establishment. I have a dream. I have a dream one day that women will stop being so difficult and
You know what? We are not closing the show like
that's
that.
what you gonna
a lot better than what they do. Yes, this is what I'm going to say. Is it okay? But I want to thank my man here.
Calvin, Executive Cannon.
Comedian Malcolm Hill.
Singer Dominique Devine.
Kev Johnson.
Nafisa, aka West Philly.
Thank you
What's
guys.
And
Y'all know.
Can I give out my
Y'all know who I
yeah,
am.
go ahead.
Look for me on Instagram at Malcolm Hill 215. Malcolm Hill 215.
You can find us on Instagram and Twitter, Executives MGMT, Executives Life, and on Facebook, Calvin, the Executive Cannon.
And over here.
Instagram, Twitter, D_Tatted, Facebook, Dominique Devine.
if you're looking for a job, look for me, look for a job. You want to go to rhd.org, Resource for Human Development.
And you want to look for us on Open Conversation. This is my girl Liz here.
It's all cozy. Go ahead.
Well, not too cozy. I don't want nobody coming after me. I don't want no fluffy guys. I'm just saying. Go ahead and say what you was going to say.
No, you know how to reach us. Sadior.com, Open Conversation on Facebook. I mean, you know where to get us there.
We on the radio?
Oh my God, yeah, you go ahead and tell about
Radio every Thursday,
I missed
6 to
it.
8, Philly Hot Radio. You can catch us there. We got some hot topics to discuss with you. It's off the chain. We coming at you. It's going to be like that.
Every Thursday, did you say?
Every Thursday, 6 to 8, 6 to 8 p.m. The phone number is what? If you wanted to call in, 215, shout it out.
909-6070.
There you go. Our producers in the back, keeping it live for us, Chris, Mark, and Khalil. But this has been another Open Conversation. We hope you enjoyed this segment. We hope to see you on our radio show.
Leave comments.
Yeah, please leave comments. And if you boot up, enjoy it.
I love all the hateration.
Even if it's with a big fluff guy. Peace.
The Book of Nimrod. Tell us about it.
The Book of Nimrod started out as a web series. We have a total of 9 episodes on YouTube. It's about a local hustler / drug dealer that gets a little girl in a back alley deal, and he raises her as his own with his own twisted sense of parental guidance.
Here we are, back together again. It's time to talk about the issues at hand. You say what you say, just say what you feel. It's a door, and we're gonna keep it real. It's an open conversation.